thank you for watching my video today. Today is gonna be another different day that I want to share with you something important about life. It's a common thing. It happens to everybody. A lot of people, they do the same thing, but I just want to share with you and see how positive a human being can be, and some of the negative things that happens to us each and every day. You know, when we see things, if somebody tries to tell us something else, and how do we react to that? Okay, so it's gonna be a positive. It's gonna be more about the being positive, or having a positive attitude. I know everybody, or you know that. If you don't know this, then you gotta know this. Everybody that you meet on the road, everybody that you see in this world, anywhere, they are passing through some things. Okay, they have their own issues going on. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people, they think if they're passing through some hard stuff, some hardship, it's just them, and that's when they go back to our God and say, God, why are you leaving me alone like this? Why do you want me to pass through all these things? Yeah, I mean, it is important to go back to God and say, God, I want you to rescue me from this kind of situation. But after we see what other people are doing, and how they are progressing in life, just by looking at the outcome, just by looking at how they look, how they present themselves, then you start trying to say to yourself like, no, I think I'm nobody. There's nothing that I can do in this world. But I want to assure you, every single person that you meet on the road, this might be even your brother, your sister, or somebody that you know, they are passing through something. They are passing through their own hard times. Okay, and that should not make you so mad not to be focused on what you want to do in this life. So when we're passing through this kind of hardship, this is the time that we need like to stand up on our feet and be focused. Let's have our goals in place. We need to know what do I want to do? What do I want to achieve? So last time I talked about having a goal, and I'll just say a little bit about that. Even the Bible tells us, because of ignorance my people will perish. So it's the same thing. We need to have the knowledge, we need to have the information, and when we have the information, we have the knowledge. So when we have the knowledge, let's make use of this knowledge. No matter how hard the situation that you're passing through, I'll give you an example of the life of Yona from the Bible. So Yona, anakalamimba mwansomba. Think about that. If it was you, how many days Yona was in this fish? About 3 days. Okay. Let's talk about Lazarus. What difficulties, what kind of hardship life did this man pass through? Can you try to compare his life and your life today? Tona would answer to ena I would do some zoa gwambiri than what we're passing through right now. So that's why I wanted to encourage you to say, do not give up. Because the moment that you're about like to say, hey, I want to give up right now, that's the very same time you were about this close to your goal, this close to your destiny, this close to your blessing. I mean, this close to whatever you want it to be, to whatever you want it to have. I remember this other day, I was listening to this one of these songs from Malawi. This other guy, he's really doing good. His name is Saint, and Barry One. Barry One has been my homie, has been my good friend. Now, anaimba nyimbo imene yakuti kapena nthawi zina umaona ngati, just the beginning of the song. If you listen to it, akuti kapena nthawi zina umaona ngati zinthu sizikuyenda, ukaona anzako amene unayamba nawo pamene ali ndi pamene uli. This is not the time that we have to compare ourselves with our friends, because your blessing is different from what they have, and what they're doing is different from what you do. That's the same thing I'm portraying right now, just to encourage you, to tell you that stand up, wake up. This is not the time to sleep again. Stand up, then make all those things. Try to do something that is going to make your life good, that is going to make you feel good, that is going to make people point at you, look at you. It's just the same thing when you see people in United States of America. You see Washington is putting on a cap, the Jordan cap. You see he's putting on maybe nice clothes, maybe the way he's looking. You'll be like, oh, I think this guy is doing good. What I need to do is let me go and live my life in the US. Maybe my life is gonna be easier than where I am right now. That's not the truth. I promise you, that's not the truth. The truth is, be focused. You gotta know what you want to do in life. So when you know what you want to do in life, it's just the same as like a project. When you're running a project, you have to come up with a overall objective. You have to know what is the main reason of this. So if you know the main purpose of your life today, which is to serve God, at the end of the day, then you will know your direction. But if you don't know your purpose of life, you won't know your direction. Because when you have this overall objective, what else do you need to have? Then you have the goals. How are you going to achieve this objective? Then those are the goals. And below the goals, then we're talking about tactics. Now you're looking at the okay, couldn't figure what am I supposed to do? That's something that you have to think about. Now, and then you'll be like setting up some steps. Okay, if I want to move from here, maybe I'll give you an example. If you can see that far, the rock wall right behind me. If I'm telling myself, okay, I want to move from here and I want to reach that, that far. What should I do? There are a couple ways. This is the hospital's lake, okay? I'm right at the hospital. So this is the hospital's lake. They call it lake. But they call it a lake. Now, this lake, I can say, okay, if I want to reach that point, what I need to do is I need to go through the waters. Then I have to go into the water. Then I have to walk, or I have to, no matter what kind of a thing that I may need to do, but maybe I might say, so it's just the same kind of thing that a lot of people, they are thinking to do right now. They want to know, okay, nangano. I can use a boat, right? Yep. So you can use a boat. Okay. I have to walk. Yes, I'll walk up to that end. But to reach the other end, what do I have to do? How do I pass that? So it's the same thing in life. You put some standards, you put some steps. Okay, from this point A, for me to reach point C, I have to go through point B. And when you put those steps in order, it's not going to be hard for you to achieve anything. But let me tell you this thing again. It's not easy in life to be prosperous, to be successful. All these successful people that you see in this world or in this country, don't think kuti anango tola ngati chikwama ngati kuti ngero ina anango gwesa ngati mana. No, they end it. Trust me, they end it. I'll give you another good example of my one of my professors at school. His name is Kevin Bromner, and Yamada. I think he's only about 29, if not 30 years old, but he's a professor. Now, because in Yamada, in wankulu than yeyo, most of the times yes, Calvin. And this other day he was like, hey, I'm professor. Call me Professor Calvin, I'll be happy if you say that. Then I was like, okay, yeah. And started trying to tell me why I should call him a professor. I'm like, you know what? I ended this. It wasn't easy. I had sleepless nights reading. I had to fail my exams and to redo them again until the time I became like a professor. So it's the same thing. It's not easy. We should not be lazy. We need to work hard. If we want to achieve something, let's work extra hard. Let's work extra hard. There's nothing. No, it's about you. Nobody else is gonna do except you. It's not about, okay, where's my brother? Where's my sister? Where's whosoever you can think of? It's not about them. It's about you. And that is why even our country at large, we need people like you. We need people like you to stand up and contribute positively. It's not about, okay, what is the president doing? What is the MP? What are the MPs doing? What about the cabinet ministers? What are they doing? How are they contributing to this? Think about food. First of all, we expect rains from above. When we have the rains, we have good rains. But at the same point, think about another way. What about if we don't have rains? What can we do so that we can have this? I must appreciate. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's a long story that I'll be sharing with you. It touches the spiritual part of you at the same time. It touches the physical realm of you, of who you are. And this is going to make you a strong person ever. And you have a vision. And this is going to help you to develop not only you, but even your community. Think about your family. If everybody's going to think like that, like, I can do it, I can do it. So it's going to start from you, and then it's going to be your family, and then after your family, we're talking about, it's going to be the whole community. And after the community, what are we talking about? We're talking about the whole area, the whole location. It's going to be the country. What about 2, 3, 4 locations are doing the same thing? Then at the end of the day, we are not going to point fingers on our leaders. Our leaders are there to help us move smoothly, okay, to guide us. Ndichifaja mwina tsogolera nage ntai naga nati yankhapo kuti munandona ndi malima ndalama ine kapena zinthu zikukwera kuno inde things zinthu zizikwera, but let's think positive about it. I'm not trying to be political, but I'm trying to be objective and to help, each other. I'm coming from the very same ports. I'm coming from the same, I've been selling in the same boat, and I think I sat down sometime and started thinking about my life and what I can do. And I saw there's a lot more and I can contribute. And in fact, one of the things that I wanted to do is this, reaching out to a lot of people who do not have help right now, and they don't know where they can get anything, and what they see is all right, thank you so much. I hope you had a very beautiful and a wonderful Easter holiday. I miss you, my brothers, my sisters in the Lord, and I miss my country. I love my country so much. Whatever I'm doing right now, I'm doing it for my country. Yeah, and that's what I promised to myself, that Malawi is a beautiful country. It is very beautiful. Thank you so much. Have fun.